Hey guys, this is Sean and welcome to another video. In this one, I'm going to talk to you about when to walk away if your partner suffers from RJ. Now, I want to say thank you to everybody on YouTube and Apple Podcast and Spotify who leave comments about their struggles, who like and subscribe, who leave comments about their successes, because it really helps grow this channel. It gives us content, things to talk about. And as well, it helps people that follow us, that watch these videos to overcome a lot of issues just by watching these videos. So thank you guys, please keep them coming. Now in this video, I'm going to talk to you about when to walk away if your partner suffers from RJ. And the first thing you need to ask yourself, is your partner constantly shaming and blaming you? Are you really feeling bad as a result of the constant shaming and blaming that is being directed towards you as a result of your past? Now, this might leave you feeling really sad, really depressed, questioning yourself as a person and who you are, your integrity. And although you might be displaying amazing behavior as a partner today, you are constantly being pulled back to mistakes you made in the past, and it's being looked at through a magnifying glass, so to speak. Now, if you're being shamed and blamed and it's constantly being pointed out, it's going to start to make you feel really, really bad about yourself. You're going to start to question yourself as a person. You're going to start to question whether or not you're good enough for this relationship. And that's the next thing you need to really ask yourself. Are you losing yourself over time? Do you feel like you don't know who you are anymore? Because the person that you've grown up to become is really being put into the spotlight. Now, if that is the case, it's possible that resentment is going to start to build. It's going to start to set in the relationship because you're going to be looking at your partner, wondering if they really love you, if they really care about you, if they really want to be in the relationship, because they can't look past these issues, these things that you may have done in the past. Whether or not it's a hookup that you had, whether or not it's a long-term relationship that you had, whether or not it's certain things that you did that display negative behavior according to them. Now, this resentment is going to build and build and build, and it's going to cause you to either shut down completely, stop answering questions, and switch off to your partner. You'll start to feel like there is nowhere to go, there is nothing to do, and there is no hope anymore in the relationship. And you're going to feel like you want to now leave the relationship. So the next thing you need to ask yourself, is your partner showing you threatening behavior? Are they threatening you if you have decided not to answer any questions, for example? Are they giving you ultimatums and it really feels like there is no reasoning? There's no way that you can seem to get any understanding from your partner as to why and what you did, right? It's time now to move beyond that. It's not your problem, right? So if you made some mistakes in the past, if you showed negative behavior, if you did something wrong or whatever, if it was just a hookup and you saw nothing wrong with it but your partner did, that's your past. It's in the past, but it's up to you to handle that how you see fit. If you are in the relationship and you're fully committed and you have no issue, then no problem, right? It's your partner who's bringing it up and it's their problem to sort out. And it's time to then start pulling away from feeling negative about things that they are pointing out to you. This might then lead your partner to start taking some kind of background action. So if you've stopped answering questions, if you're not getting into the conversation anymore and you're sensing that you're starting to lose yourself as a result, they might then have asked you a question, threaten you to answer it, and then you said, well, no, I'm not going to answer any questions anymore. And they'll then go and check your social media, they'll check your phones, they'll check your old computers, they might check something else, and they might dig up old information, old pictures, old texts, whatever it is, and start to bring them up to you. No one has any right to do that. Whether or not they're your partner, they're your significant other, your wife, your husband, they shouldn't be doing that. It's your personal stuff. And it's your choice to communicate information about your past and what's happened to you. It's not for them to then dig up and bring up to you. That is not on at all. You might have to start questioning whether or not it's something you want to carry in the relationship going forward. We've had some people who've actually chosen to be present, and being present in the relationship means that they actually decided, for the benefit of the relationship, to remove old content, old posts, old pictures, old belongings, to get rid of that sort of stuff so it doesn't trigger their partner. That is a choice that you can make. It's not that you should be forced to do it, but it's a choice that you can make if you see that it will help the relationship going forward, right? And you should be able to do that freely. You should be able to do that as a choice of your own, not feeling forced to do it. Now, the next thing to point out is that this behavior can happen because of RJ, but this is no excuse. Your partner needs to start taking responsibility, because RJ might be the reason why they're acting in this way, why they're shaming and blaming you, why it's causing you to feel insecure and feeling like you're losing yourself, why they're displaying threatening behavior, giving you ultimatums, and why they're going through your personal belongings. But this is no excuse. It's not an excuse for them to continue doing it. They need to realize for themselves that this sort of behavior is not on, and they need to stop. And it's okay for you to tell them that they need to stop doing this, and give it time after that. Give it time to sink in. Give it time for them to understand that you're not going to accept this anymore, because you shouldn't have to feel like you're losing yourself as a person. You shouldn't have to feel like you're building up resentment as a result of things that happened in your past, whether it was good, bad, or other. It's not on. And the final thing I want to point out, the biggest one of all, is empty promises. Now, if your partner is promising that they're going to do something about it, they're going to get better, they're going to work on it, and it keeps happening, right? If you feel like they are not really trying at all, they keep trying to placate you in a sense, and their behavior is really not changing, you really need to start questioning whether or not you want to stay in the relationship. Because no one should be made to feel bad about themselves in the present day, no matter what you did in the past, no matter what you did. You get to choose to move forward. You get to choose to move past your past, to move beyond that and be the person you want to be today going forward. And if they're not on board with that, if they don't love you and see you for who you are today, then you need to start making tough decisions, and they need to really understand that. If they are taking action, there is hope. So for instance, if you have sent them videos or books to look at, if they're watching videos by themselves to understand the problem that they're experiencing, if they want to be in this relationship and they keep communicating that, but you can see that they're struggling, they are trying, they're showing you some remorse, there is hope. But you do need to be patient here. You do need to take a little bit of a step back and see them for who they are and what they're struggling with today. It might be they're displaying all these negative things I've mentioned and it's causing you a lot of pain, but there is hope and it's possible to overcome it as long as they're looking at themselves as the solution and not looking outside of themselves for you to fix them. Ultimately, you cannot fix them. It's not your job, but you can support them. And I will link some videos below explaining things you can do to help your partner really understand their position on retroactive jealousy. And you can actually learn and grow from this together as a result. A lot of our clients have really experienced a huge amount of change as a result of struggling with RJ and discovering the reasons why it was a problem for them. And in fact, the partner started to learn about themselves a lot more because their past was put into question. They had to start really revisiting the person they are and the person that they want to be today. So RJ is really a learning, growing process, and you can overcome it as long as you guys are in it together and you are trying to work towards a bright future for the both of you. If this video helped you guys, please leave some comments below. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask us. We'll be happy to answer them online. And if you've got any suggestions on other videos you want to watch, you want to see, let us know. Guys, take care of yourselves and we'll see you in the next one.